So when you think of downtown real estate, and here we are in downtown Hershey, you have to think of Elm Avenue and Hershey, but we have all the other avenues around us also. I'm John Tice, and I'm here this morning with Amber Branchi from the Hershey office here with Howard Hanna, and she's also my favorite downtown realtor here in Hershey.
Hi, y'all.
So what we thought we would do is talk about the changing landscape of real estate. And one thing that's happening, real estate's going up in value. Well, most people think, well, it's the house. When we talk about real estate going up in value, the one thing that happens all the time, the real estate is actually under your feet. The house is an improvement. There's only so much real estate has been made, and we're carving it up and we're reusing it. Well, in downtown, we're repurposing in a big way. So here's a home that was acquired 2 years ago. About 2 years ago.
Year and a half. Yeah.
It's been torn down, and a new, bigger, better home is going in place. And if you drive around Intown Hershey, even only Elm Avenue, where you saw 3 projects like this in the last 12 months. The other 2 are complete. This one got a little later start, but for no good reason other than the builder was busy. So this one's come a little late to the party. It's already under contract, as were the others. They were mainly customs, but this one here was put out for speculation. And well, we actually sold it twice.
Yes.
And the first buyer had some ideas of what should have been included, and it didn't really count. But this home, again, came back on the market. Builder made some adjustments for market, and also lumber and everything else is going crazy. And so here you stand with a home that's under construction and it's already planned to be purchased. So how do I know the land is going up in value? Well, we look at this site, 2-year-old sale, set pretty much the high water mark for a teardown here in downtown Hershey. Then another property came along and beat it. And Amber is following the in-town market quite a bit. So tell us what happened. You went to an auction?
So there was an auction. And so we're seeing this play out all through downtown Hershey, not only on Elm, but on Linden and Cedar and Maple. We did see a home go up for auction on Linden, and we saw the value went up increasingly high as well as there. And every buyer's different. Some buyers want to go in and remodel, restore, and they're able to. And some homes, unfortunately, in this downtown market are not able to be restored due to structural issues or water damage, or just, maybe they hadn't been lived in a very long time. And there's issues that it's the pricing is at that point to renovate versus
maybe they're just
tear
too
down.
Small.
Maybe that too, clearly.
This is a little bigger than the last
That
house.
is true. So it just depends on the buyer and what they're wanting and need. But we're also seeing such a low inventory in Dairy Township that we're seeing a lot of buyers that are like wanting to build downtown with certain land and trying to see if it outweighs for them to purchase a home and remodel or completely tear down and rebuild. But we are definitely seeing that a high increase downtown in Hershey.
The majority of the homes, as they've been expanded, it's almost cumbersome to work around the existing structure, so it's easier just to build a new home.
Yeah.
But you're going to see that the land value alone has gone up about 50% 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so that turned into a well over $500,000 sale at auction of a property that is going to most likely become the next teardown here in downtown.
Yeah. So another thing here also is that keeping the integrity of the downtown look. This home, and particularly, you're going to see a very beautiful French Tudor style that'll fit in well with this area. The brick is really pretty. I love the gorgeous doors. I know that's one of the concerns of some of the residents down here, but this one in particular will definitely fit in downtown.
And it's all celebration, Mr. Hershey and his idea for Hershey. The man loved architecture, so as you ride around Hershey, you're going to see many examples. It's like a textbook study of architectural design for the years in so many of his properties. The hotel being one, the center downtown, another study, and so many of the homes, the original homes back in the 1900.
Yeah, no, it's true. And even on this one, I've had calls that, can we take a backup offer? We have another client interested. So just so everyone knows that is thinking to sell or wanting to sell in the next year, there are definitely still buyers that really want to be downtown in Hershey. So something to think about.
Yeah, so as long as I've been doing real estate in Hershey, which is well over 25 years that I moved to an office here, there's been talk about that one auction on Elm Avenue. Well, that one has been overshadowed by the fact that the home on Elm Avenue that sold 20 plus years ago at $600,000, I heard the story over and over, has been foreshadowed by a home that went over $500,000 to be torn down.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the land price, or what's a building lot worth in Derry Township? Intown Hershey? Well, roughly $500,000 right now, even with an existing structure on it. So if you're locked into that house and you think, oh, who would ever want to buy this thing? You might be surprised what the value of your property is. That's why we attend auctions. That's why we're standing here today. Our goal is always to stay current in the marketplace. Amber's one of the few agents I know that actually shows up at an auction other than me, because there you're going to see the true marketplace, because it all happens in an hour.
And that one was online.
That was online.
That was actually online. So buyers were actually bidding online. It was a virtual auction. It was crazy. And you could just click the button and it would just keep going up higher and higher. So it was fun. I had a couple of clients watching it, actually.
It was fun. It wasn't your money.
It's always fun watching real estate.
I like to watch people spend their money.
Yeah, I had a couple of clients like watching that, thinking about it. But yeah, one in particular is so happy about being able to live downtown.
So as you look around and you drive past these new home sites, one thing you need to understand, there's nothing constant in that business right now. The land is moving up rapidly. We know every 2x4 is moving up in price. The lumber tab on these properties and some of the language in the contracts doesn't make me comfortable, but how do you build a house when all your components are changing price? So if you're making that choice to go with new construction, good for you. Certainly gets you all the current and hip items in the house. We don't have to go paint their kitchen white for them and do those things. It'll be installed brand new. I'm not sure what they're doing here.
Well, yeah.
But if you like all the trendy stuff, it's not in the majority of the existing homes. Now, as the flippers come in, they're making changes. But when you're doing something at scale, it seems the preferred method right now is just to go and build something brand new, particularly to take advantage of all the downtown amenities that Hershey has, which was Mr. Hershey's plan again in building the city. Let's put the elements here that you need to have a great quality of life. And here we are 100 years later, and it's still standing up, and it's still what people want. So we welcome you to drive by sometime, take a look. As you're running around town, count the new construction sites here in the center of town. Last year I did it one day just trying to find my way to the bank, and went past 5 construction projects in town that were infill projects like this, where you tear down and rebuild, or just major remodels. I wasn't looking for somebody adding a deck.
Yeah.
These were projects of this scale.
Yeah, and it's just like even the ones that aren't tear down, just the value of downtown Hershey if you keep it as is and remodel. Like I did just put one in contract on Governor Road a couple of days ago, and it's adorable. They renovate it like beautifully. It is just so charming. They finished out the basement, the upper level, and they ended up getting a really great value on that home. So, and those people plan on living in it like that. So, and it's adorable. So it just depends on, what you need for your family.
So if we can be of any help to you, Amber is out every day, and so am I. We're always happy to talk about real estate. I would imagine you'd give somebody some ideas on what they should do to their home to make it hip without rebuilding it, to bring it to the market.
Yes,
Just saying, like, the perfect pillow really accents any room.
Of course, pillows, lighting, hardware, updating all those little things like light switches. If they're the cream, we need them white. Hardware on cabinets, on doors. Those are big things. I think we all look at them in our house and we're like, we need to update that. But when you do, you'd be amazed, and definitely the value we're seeing. with painting, certain rooms, painting them fresh, update, those little things make a huge difference.
And it's what people are looking for
Mm-hmm.
today. They don't want the work, they want the finished product.
Yeah, they
So
do.
if you actually do the work, you're going to actually finish way ahead of actually your cost.
Yeah, they
in
want
what you've
turnkey
even
ready.
invested.
They definitely want turnkey
Absolutely.
ready if they're going to spend top value.
That's right. So you want to get that great price, you want to be that person with the multiple offers, well, you need to have your home prepared. And again, that's something that we do pretty much all the time, and getting you ready to bring it to market. So give us a call. We're easy to find here in the Hershey market, and good luck in this market. We spent the first 5 minutes just catching up on what did you see lately, because it's very dynamic.
It's fun.
It is kind of fun.
It's fun and challenging, but it's fun. When you get the right house for your buyer, it's so fun and exciting. And
Well, the thing I've
it's always the right
discovered
one.
in working with resale buyers, and we're talking about people that are making 4, 5, 6 offers on homes before they get the winning contract. What I've found to be so true, the buyer ends up with the home they were meant to have.
100%. I agree.
It's been so fascinating. Even though you're competing, eventually you end up in the neighborhood or the school district or the price range, or maybe all those things
No, so true.
that were ideal.
Yeah.
So don't despair and don't give up.
Yes.
We haven't, but we'll get you through it. It just takes a little persistence and be very clear on what you want in a house. Then we can really go to work for you. And then when it does come up, get your checkbook and be ready to go to work, because you need to be ready. So if you need a home sold so you can move forward, you don't wait. This is when you should be calling us and saying, what's my home worth? What do I need to do?
Mm-hmm.
And then let us walk you through, maybe there's a product like our Buy Before You Sell mortgage program, which will help you buy that other home before you sell your other ones, if you're in your home a long time and have equity and a great credit score. And if not, we're going to need to get that home sold, but that condition isn't going to get you a house.
Or even like the cash buyer, that program we have as well.
Yeah, the new
Different
guaranteed
options
cash buyer
that we
program.
have. Yeah.
So there's a lot of new tools. Companies are responding because the market is what it is, and we want to have more happy owners. Agents like us need different tools to be responsive to help you, and we've got a few of those things up our sleeve. So call us, we'll bring it right to your house, tell you exactly what's going on, change the doorknobs, paint the cabinets, bring that perfect pillow into your
Perfect pillow and some cute flowers.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about that. The flower
Some
baskets for your
flowers.
front porch are coming.
You have to have flowers. Your front door area has to be adorable. All my clients know
We
that.
have never had this conversation before.
My clients know. I'm like, I might drop by some flowers.
So everybody, anything else that you want to tell?
No, I think that's all.
So reach out to us anytime. We'd be glad to answer those questions, help demystify this real estate market that I'm not sure anybody understands, but we're certainly finding ways to roll with it, and techniques to help you get that best price for your home, and also to get that winning contract when you go into a bidding war, which they're not over yet. My last listing, not in the $1 million+ range. I listed a little $50,000 house, 10 contracts, all cash, and I mean cash for days.
Yeah.
The money is turning up in this market.
Interest rates are definitely going up, but a lot of people are using cash, so interest rates aren't affecting the cash buyers. So
Well, they're moving
it's a
their
give and
cash from
take.
other things that
Exactly.
that aren't so
It's
comfortable.
a give and take on the interest rates.
So reach out to us anytime. We'll be glad to answer those questions. I'm John Tice. I'm here with my good friend Amber Branchi, who came blowing in here just in time. And I certainly appreciate her playing along today. But we're here to help you any way that we can. We'll put a lot of experience together for you and bring you the best answers in where do you fit into this market, whether it's you, the home you need to sell, the one you want to buy. That's what we've been doing, solving those problems for a long time. We just happen to be in this market right now. So reach out to us and get outside between rain showers. It's really gorgeous right now, and hope you get out, work on your tan.
Bye, y'all.
Take care. Just a second.
Have you been inside?